Hi, everybody. This is Cliff Price from the Trade Mart. I'm back today with one of our longtime customers. I'm here with Ron Martin from Grapevine Gifts in Lake Jackson, Texas. Ron, thanks for joining us today.
Sure.
Now, you've been a customer for a long time. How long have you been in business, and how'd you get started?
23 years, and we started out with Beanie Babies.
I think that started a lot of people, didn't it?
This was a Beanie Baby store.
Wow. It probably funded a lot of things there in the beginning, didn't it?
It did really well.
Wow, that's awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about your store and what makes you unique?
One of the biggest things is we're general gifts, but we're also kitchen and we're sports. And then that come about as making changes as the economy changed.
Right.
I mean, as customers came in and asked for stuff, if enough people asked, we started looking. And so that's exactly what we ended up doing, was looking to how we can make the store more accommodating to our customer base. So that's where we're at this point. We make a big point, and you know this from us coming to market. If someone in this area already carries something, we won't carry it.
Right.
The town's too small for everybody to copy each other. And that's what was wrong in Lake Jackson when we opened. There was 9 gift shops in this town, and all of them carried the same thing.
Right.
To the point that there was 3 in the mall, and all of them back then carried Just the Right Shoe, Glass Eye Studios. I mean, all of them. And it was like, why would you do that? And then we had another 2 stores in the same shopping center. They shared a common wall, and you could go on either side from either store, and they had the exact same stuff hanging on the wall on both sides, from the same kitchen towel people to the same preserves.
Right.
It was like, what? This doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So when we opened, we were very strict on ourselves about not copying anybody. And to this day, if you copy me, I go have a talk with you.
So you just got a unique experience different from everybody in town. What are kind of your main price points? Where do you do the majority of your business?
Average sale in our store is about $75.
Okay.
And we do everything from, but you know, they don't buy one item. We carry $32 umbrellas and $45 candle warmers. And so, but the average sale is $75 is what we've realized in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
It's gone up in the last 3 years. It was at about 45 for a while here, but it's starting to climb pretty fast.
Yeah. You were talking about some old brands. I mean, how many times do you think you've changed the focus of your store? You're not carrying those brands now.
Yeah, we've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. Now we still have sports, but we've cut way back on it because sports took a big hit.
Mm-hmm.
Kitchens increased, but believe it or not, crystals and minerals is our newest.
Okay.
And we actually sell probably every day, 25 to 35% of our sales are crystals and minerals.
Wow. Okay.
And it's a very, very, very young clientele. They're all high school, which is great because I'm getting a whole new set of high school kids that are coming in for the first time, and they have money. They have lots of money. They have more money than I ever had at that age.
I know.
And, I mean, it's nothing for us to sell $1,000 piece of crystal.
Wow.
Yeah, we're the same way. It's like, look at, I show the sales reps, including Dana, when she comes in, I go, look at our sales for yesterday, Dana, $450 in rocks.
So, you've been in the business a long time. What are your biggest challenges day to day?
The biggest thing still is getting merchandise right now.
Yeah.
Getting merchandise and still arguing over masks. I mean, until just this week, we required a mask in our store at all times.
Right.
And in fact, in Texas, we required a mask before the governor did.
Okay.
But I have a 100-year-old father-in-law that lives in the house with us. Sure. And so our job is to protect him just as much as my customer base. But we also found by doing that, our older customers told us this is the only place they were shopping because we required a mask. We did a Facebook post. We only have a little under 3,000 likes when we made the Facebook post that don't even come into the store without a mask on. Then we got 43,000 hits on that Facebook post.
Is that right?
Yeah. Now, not all of them were nice. We were called Nazis and communists and everything else, but our customers came to our defense.
Right.
We didn't have to. I mean, they came to our defense and said they're doing the right thing. And so they would actually tell us, I haven't been there in a couple of years. I'm going to start shopping there again. But anytime someone posts something negative, we get a great turnaround from customers coming in to shop.
Yeah.
To support us.
Well, let's talk about social media. Obviously, that's changed our business a lot.
Yes.
How do you use it, and how have you benefited?
Anytime we get new product, we put it on our Facebook page, and we ask our customers to share. So today we got umbrellas, and we're getting ready for Mother's Day. So we're posting Mother's Day stuff. We posted about an hour ago, and 570 people's already seen the post, and 22 people have already shared the post.
Wow.
So we don't hardly take ads in the paper no more.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rare for us to spend money on paper ad, because I know the same 15,000 people are going to see the same ad.
Right.
That's the only customers they have. So we can do it on social media and get a better response.
Right. And do you run promos on social media?
We do not do promos in this
Okay.
store. We try to explain to customers we're more like a Hallmark.
Right.
They don't have sales all the time. We don't have sales.
Right.
Because we found years ago from having sales, people would wait till we had a sale to come shop.
Yeah.
So we just set the precedent. We don't hardly even do closeouts. We'd rather give them away to schools and churches for their stuff and take the tax write-off as a promotional item rather than put it on sale for $10 or $15 or cost. I'll go the other route so I don't ever have any stuff on sale in the store.
Yeah.
Because people would
I
actually
know,
come in.
I know you guys do a lot of give back programs. Can you talk a little bit about what you guys do? Because I thought some of those programs are really remarkable.
Something we've done for the last 4 years is we sponsor Madge Griffith Elementary. So no teacher spends any money out of their pocket. If they need something for the kids, they send us an email and we get it. This year it's been a little harder this last year because instead of one deck of flashcards, they needed 18 decks. Instead of one pumpkin to carve, they needed 19 pumpkins to carve because the whole classroom had to have their own pumpkin because no one could touch the other pumpkin. So it's been more expensive, but the payback has been 10 times what we've ever put into a school.
Sure.
I mean, the school promotes us like crazy, the stuff we do. We even bought, when Flesh Tone Band-Aids came out, we actually bought Flesh Tone Band-Aids for the school so all the kids could have the right color Band-Aid if they got hurt. We did the same thing with crayons. Okay. So we got permission and said, is it okay? And she said, I have 246 kids. I said, that's okay. It's 246 boxes of Crayolas are coming your way. and all the kids actually, we got 246 colored pieces of paper from them.
That's awesome.
But that, and then we have a food pantry out front. It's basically a blessing box. And it's actually one of the commercial rollers that they use in restaurants with the 6 shelves, and it's full of food, canned food, chili, Spam, condiments. We try to make sure there's mustard and ketchup and stuff like that, pinto beans, rice, all of that. And you can come pick up whatever you need whenever you need it. And we've had great response from that. And we didn't do it for the response. We did it because we realized there was so many people out of work, so many people needing help that we put that out front of our store. And today I've had 7 people stop, pick up food. And we don't overstock it because if you put 10 cans of chili out, one person will take it off. So we actually kind of watch it and put 3 cans out at a time. But we've also done 2 food drives for the food bank. When the pandemic started, we actually put a table out front and let our customers know we were doing a cereal drive. And we collected 780 boxes of cereal in a week. Wow. From our customers. The cool part is the local paper ran an article about what they call shame and acclaim, and about the fact that we were doing this for the community. But you also notice we probably on average have 2 or 3 people every single week stop, take a picture and post it on their Facebook page about that there's free food in front of the store. We also donate to every police department in the county. We give a discount to the fire departments and police departments. We donate to all the fire departments for their fundraisers. We sponsor dogs at the SPCA. We just sponsored another one today.
All
We do
right.
one more. We pay 50% of the adoption fee because we want you to put something into it.
Right.
So we started it last year. So we've drug in a whole lot of new people who appreciate the fact we're doing that.
Right.
But it's about us giving back. I'm a
Sure.
firm believer, and you give back to your community, and you don't expect anything in return. You just give back. We are the largest sponsors of Ducks Unlimited here, and I don't hunt
Really?
at all. I own 14 guns now because I get a gun every year from them because we're their biggest sponsor. Actually, the people who sat at my table this year, we actually gave the guns to them. But it's about, we belong to the chamber, and I'm in Lions clubs. And the reason I picked Lions clubs is because it's about giving back to your community.
Right.
One of their big things is hunger and the environment.
Mhm.
So it's weird, but even like the plastic, I've never realized how much plastic we get in the store that stuff's wrapped in. We save all of that and we donate it to one of the Lions clubs down here. They actually send it in and get benches made for free.
Really?
Plastic that we were throwing in the trash. We actually fill up 4 bags a week of plastic.
Right. You move a lot of product, you guys, a
Talking
lot
the
of
bubble
plastic
wrap.
and other things, huh?
It's the bubble wrap, the
Yeah.
stupid bubble wrap. So we save all of that.
Right.
And we actually give it to them and they recycle it. So we're known for being, we won't give you a bag unless we'll ask you if you want a bag.
Right.
And we try not to do plastic. We actually do paper bags in the store.
Yeah.
Because they recycle them. Customers will bring them back to us.
Yeah.
So those are just some of the things we do. We do a lot. We do about $40,000 a year in donations.
Oh, that's terrific.
And so we figure since we've been open, about $2 million.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's what it's all about. You know?
It's tenfold return, and we never did it for the return.
Right.
I mean, it's strange. I mean, someone posted last week about, we asked them to put on a mask, and they gave us crap all over Facebook. And 200 customers jumped all over and said, "There's no way, not in Grapevine Gifts."
Yeah.
They may have told you to put on a mask, but they didn't say what you said they said because they don't do that.
Right.
And she took it down. I mean, she was getting ripped apart, and we never even saw it. Our customers told us about it.
Yeah.
In fact, a lady came in yesterday and she said, "I haven't been here in 2 years, but after I saw that post, I came in to support you."
Right.
So just do the right thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you talked about how a lot of people have been impacted. I mean, everyone in retail was impacted over the last 12 months. You know, how did you change? Everybody had different forms of pivoting. What did you do?
The very first thing we did, I got to be honest, I have a 19-year-old cat at home and a 100-year-old father-in-law.
Okay.
I figured out real quick I wasn't staying at the house too long.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't going to happen. So as soon as the pandemic hit, we were the first business in Brazoria County to have face masks. We went out and did research, and we bought masks from a company in California, who makes shirts, and another one in Hawaii who makes shirts, and they were making face masks. And so we started buying face masks from them, and we actually, the first full month we were open, which would have been May, was our first. The county said we could reopen because we were now an essential store. We did 50,000 in sales, and most of that was masks.
Yeah.
And the market was really good.
Now, are you still selling masks at this point?
We still sell masks.
Right.
And we're the only store in Texas that carries the one from California that makes the Hawaiian shirts.
Okay.
And we still have customers come in and they go, "Best mask I've ever bought. I need more of them." We joke because they're coming and say, "My husband threw my mask away," or "We lost it somewhere." And I go, "I love your husbands," because they're constantly coming here and rebuying masks.
Yeah.
But we've sold probably 15,000 masks. I mean, we actually sold 1,000 through y'all to the county, and we sold 2,000 to the city of Freeport because they couldn't get them.
Yeah.
So, but we didn't sit at home and wait for a government check. So we pivoted that way and went into mask and to hand sanitizer. One of our suppliers in the States actually started making hand sanitizer, who's one of our sports suppliers. So we sold 144 cases of hand sanitizer, 12 bottles to a case. So
So a
We
little
just,
bit.
we moved real quick. We had already started working on a web page for the store, so that helped a little bit. And because we weren't been able to go, nobody was able to come to the store. If you ordered from us, I actually just jumped in the car and delivered it to you anywhere in the 5 cities around us.
Right.
And we had some pretty big sales, well, surprising sales.
Right.
Because people needed stuff and they couldn't go nowhere to get it.
Right.
Because everything was closed.
Yeah.
So we moved real quick to adjust the way we did business. And our webpage is turned down right now because we need to buy, it was easy to run when we didn't have the store open because we don't have a POS system.
Right.
So we're going to buy a POS system in July so we can put our webpage back up because it's become a nightmare trying to keep up with what we're selling in the store and what was available on the webpage.
Right.
So, but we sold, I think we shipped stuff to 30 states when our webpage was up.
Yeah. Wow.
So, and we got some lifetime customers out of it who are still buying from us. They just pick up the phone and call us and tell us what they want. And the sales are big. I mean, they're $600-700 at a time.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I'll pay the freight for those.
So you got a lot of fish on the wall there. Can you move around a little bit to show us some of your displays and how you're kind of set up in the store?
So we're on the coast. So we have fish everywhere. If it's saltwater, we own it. And then some of the other things we do, like umbrellas, we actually hang them from the ceiling.
Use every square inch, don't you?
I rent the ceiling as well as the floor. And then globes.
Now, do you do all the display work or you have somebody else or is it?
All of it together. He does the, these are the roses. This is stuff we moved to the front. It's a focal point. Front door. Just turn around and there's our front door.
Okay.
So, directly, it's the first thing you see when you walk in the store. And then we go over here. We try to buy a little different than most. This is all sand art.
Okay, yeah.
Then we get down. Lots of dragons. Dragons are in again. Roosters are out. But Glass Eye Studios, what I was talking about.
Where are your rocks?
I'm gonna get there. We have a huge bin section. So,
okay. That is one of the categories we've seen just a huge resurgence in men's product. We couldn't sell it in the past, and now it's really become a good category.
This is nothing but whole thing for nothing but shaving stuff.
That looks great.
And we sell probably 200. And then I also carry the water razor. Nobody's ever gonna learn. Here is my.
Oh, there we go. Little Duke Cannon. That looks great.
Sounds like crazy. I mean, but again, now for Father's Day, this is all we move to the front. Move the roses and stuff out because this is going to be my and then Christmas. Tons. We got to ship it in today. Bigger ones. Then we do our ducks. Wildlife. Angels. Eggs. Eggs are big sellers again. Music boxes. Then on the other side of the store, Willow Tree is one of our things. This whole side is Willow Tree. And we actually put the boxes on. The customers are going to the place to get them up anyway, so it didn't matter anymore. Other side of the store is Tervis. Believe it or not.
Okay.
This is all 50. This is we have 2 sets. And this is all Jeff to put together, not mine. Does all of this. We still do our body dot.
Yeah.
This is Swan Creek, and this is Circle E. And then we have another candle line called Southern Elegance out of North Carolina, little bitty company. But we wanted our customers to know we also supported little bitty businesses.
Yeah.
That's the big deal. And so that's come up a really big. Up front is, believe it or not, car mats and wind chimes and spinners, yard spinners. And then I'll show you the outside thing. One of the things we did with our spinners is it's all about displaying and getting people to see it. So we had a tree fall. We cut the tree. The base is out. But we put them outside. And then flags, lots and lots of flags. I've noticed this year for the first time and probably the last 2 years, more people are doing yard work and working on their yard. So wind chimes, flags, spinners, we probably right now, a third of our sales every day is that. And
yeah, I think the garden category is just really blown up, you know, the last year.
It's gone nuts, but I'm happy for it. Because we carry high end. I mean, the spinners I showed you start at 120 and go up from there.
That's great.
And by the time Mother's Day is over, I won't have anything in stock.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of strange how fast, but you got to move really quick because product is so hard to get.
Yeah. I
mean, even wind chimes. We order wind chimes at this point 6 months before we need them. And we might get them. They are scaring us. Yeah. I know it's not you, but it's the industry scaring us because when you sell out of something, you start to panic.
Right.
And you can't have an empty space, so you've got to put something in it. Otherwise, you look like you're going out of business.
Right. You lose turns if you don't have the product.
I hear customers all the time go, you know, Department 56, are you going to stop carrying it? It's like, no, y'all just bought everything last year.
Right.
And they don't ship again until July.
Do you think that's one of your biggest challenges right now is just inventory levels or what are other challenges that you're running into right now?
That's it, inventory.
Yeah.
We, you know, it's just Jeff and I in the store. We don't do employees. We never have. And the reason is employees represent you.
Right.
And you never know what's going to come out of their mouth or how they're going to be towards somebody.
Okay.
I had family working for me. Never. Not after the things I heard, you know, is like, no. We're all about old fashioned service.
Right.
We gift wrap for free. And I hear it all the time. Boy, you're probably the only store in town that gift wraps still. It doesn't cost a nickel a present to wrap.
Right.
So we wrap for free. Once you get the deal like this, then it's real simple. And so you can buy them online and they're not that expensive. They're like $400. But then we buy the rolls of paper and the biggest rolls we can buy, which are 800 feet at a time. And that'll last us a year, each row. But we absolutely sell tons of it. I mean, give it away.
Right.
But that's what it's about. I'm gonna move because
you keep your customers happy. You keep them coming back. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. You got to be a different store.
Right.
I'm coming back on this side because a customer walked in the store. But we the biggest thing I see is being different.
Right.
And getting new merchandise all the time. I mean, we look for new product constantly, and I can tell you what every square foot in my store does financially.
Right.
If your stuff doesn't sell, then I drop it. and I'll give you a year to sell. But at the end of the year, we review everything and we'll
Right.
drop an item that's not paying for itself. People still come in here looking for plush because we started out with Beanie Babies. We haven't carried plush in 3 years because it didn't pay for itself.
Well,
So
you talk about finding new product all the time. I mean, were you going to trade shows in the last year, or did you work with your reps, or how did you do most of your buying?
we're really big with our reps,
Mhm.
really big. But then also we go online and look for new suppliers.
Mhm.
And I'll find stuff that I don't ever see at market.
Right.
I mean, y'all can't carry everything either. And there's small businesses out there that don't do market because they don't understand it. And
Mhm.
so we'll find those people and question them. And if we like their product, then we recommend they find a showroom to go into.
Yeah.
But I send stuff to you all the time that I see
Absolutely. Thank you very
that
much.
I'm telling you, the shaving stuff is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, and the customer kept trying to tell us, oh, let me tell you what to buy. It's like, no, I'm a guy. I shave every day. I can pretty well figure this out. And we did. And now he actually came out with some new products and sent them to us to be the test site.
Wow.
And it's like, really? You were going to tell me what to buy. But the bottom line is go online and look for new product.
Right.
What we've tried to do is also look around like Swiss Army knives. When's the last time you saw a Swiss Army knife?
Been a while.
Yeah, we've got those coming in July
Okay.
because no one in the county carries Swiss Army knives by the people who actually make them in Switzerland.
Right. Huh.
And so we're adding them to the store because you can find a case anywhere. Why would I want to compete with Lowe's and Walmart and the rest of them? I'm going to bring in something you can't find that has a big name. So I don't have to do all the work because it's got a name for itself.
That's right.
So
I mean, I think you sum it up. I mean, you do things that are different, unique. You give back. I mean, it's no wonder you guys are so successful. And I think it's a lot. There's a lot of things a lot of people can learn from your success.
we'll be $1 million store again this year.
Good. That's
For the
great.
first time since 9/11.
Well, I mean, it's been amazing how, what has happened in the last year has, helped kind of rejuvenate some of our independent retailers. And where you look back a year ago, I would have thought we would lose some people. I don't think we've lost anybody. And I think a lot of people have really become stronger because they found new ways to do business. They've gotten creative. We've all had to work harder, but that's okay.
You know what? It made us go back and do what we did at the beginning when we started our businesses.
Yeah, I think
And
you're right.
and that was actually good for us because when we started our business, we had an energy we didn't have before.
Yeah,
And we lost in the meantime. It was just the customer's going to come in and shop.
yeah,
Now it was, we had to give them a big reason to come in and shop. And I posted a lot on Facebook that keep in mind, Amazon and them don't care about your community. It's the little guy who sponsors the little leagues and who helps your fire departments. And if you don't shop with us, we're not going to be here.
yeah.
And so I posted that on our Facebook page, and I have friends all over the world. I have seen that same post reposted over and over and over again all over the United States
Yeah,
by other shop owners and friends of mine. And it's like, keep it in mind because we sponsor Little League, we sponsor softball teams, we sponsor a school, we sponsor your fire department, we donate to your church. So Amazon's not going to do that.
no, they are not.
So you can make a choice. Either you buy locally and also I gotta say this, Amazon and them helped us out a lot in getting people to shop local again. They screwed up so much, so fast and shipped 8 weeks, 9 weeks out, told you it was coming from the States and it was coming from China. And so many people were pissed that a lot of people stopped shopping online.
Right.
I've had a lot of customers tell me they don't buy anything online anymore because they were misled.
Well, they don't get the service you provide either. So,
No.
I mean, that's the difference.
Well, it's been actually really pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
we're excited. Actually, we're going to Atlanta market. We're excited. We're going to go to market. We were scheduled for last year, but then market fell apart on us. And we do try to go to other markets. We do Dallas. Usually we'll run to Dallas on a one day and run back the next day. But I also go to other markets because they need to find new products.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's, you have to get out there and look and keep searching. That's what it's,
Well, again, you can't carry it all.
yeah.
And
Hey,
you,
can you, I got your, there we go.
you have a big showroom, dude, and you can't carry it all. See where we have,
Well, we got to have something for you, you know, I mean,
see where we hang our Afghans?
what's that?
See how we hang our Afghans in the
Oh,
store?
yeah.
So we hang them from the ceiling. we
Hey,
bought
man,
dowel rods.
whatever works, right?
Well, we bought dowel rods so we could hang them up. But
Yeah.
behind it is merchandise we don't want them to see.
Yeah.
It's boxes. But it's a way of using the space. But they look, and we sell more now.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you one more question here. What do you really see as the future of independent retailing? What can you see in the future?
I actually see us growing again. I mean, I really do, but you're going to have to stay on top of the market.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to keep changing. You got to pivot and change. You can, in a small town like I have, you can carry the same product maybe 3 times, reorder 3 times. If your supplier is not changing what they have, you need to change because you've sold your market here. It's weird, but like candle warmers, 20 years, I've sold 23,000 candle warmers in a town with 22,000 people.
Wow.
I mean, that's not households, that's people. So, and we keep one running in the store. And I've had people tell me, oh, we can't sell them. It's like, I can't keep them. I mean, I cannot keep them in stock.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things of when I see a customer bring a candle to the front of the store, I'll ask them if they burn it or if they have it under a warmer.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually initiate a lot of my sales. I mean, it's a joke around town that if I'm in the store and they see my car, they won't stop because I'll sell them something they don't want. That's not true. I tell them point blank, I point it out and they have no self-control. That's not my problem because they buy it. But reality is I show them the things I try to remember or make little notes of things that they have told me they like. Like I have one lady who likes anything with shamrocks on it. So when she walks through the door, if I have something that's new with shamrocks, we show it to her and she buys it. And I don't have to worry about it. But it's about mental notes and physical notes on customers and what they really like and what they collect. I mean, we had a lady walk in this week and she does turtles. So we showed her a $400 turtle we have coming and she already said she wants it. It's like, okay, that's already sold and I haven't even got it yet. It's the way to do it.
Well, Ron, this has really been great. I appreciate you taking the time today. I love what you guys are doing, you know, in your store and your give back programs. I think that's just, it's terrific. And no doubt you guys are going to continue to grow and be successful. So
we still enjoy it.
Thank you again. And hope we see you this summer.
Oh, we will. You will. You've always been a good supplier for us. So, and Dana, we love our rep.
Dana's shaking it up just like you.
Yeah, well, Dana's excellent. And I do count on my reps a lot, especially in the pandemic. I've depended on them to keep me abreast of what's going on and to remind me I need to order some stuff. I mean, if reps don't come in, we actually sometimes forget because we have so much stuff. I have $500,000 in merchandise in the store.
Yeah.
We forget some things we run out of or run low. And if the rep doesn't call me and tell me, I forget and it just goes by the wayside until it's too late to get it. So I do appreciate the fact that your people do their job.
Well, that's why we're here.
Because if they don't, I'll call you.
Well, thank you again. And I hope you have a great afternoon and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.